This week, Bodywired explored 26 mind-blowing facts that broke the internet. We're counting them down to our top performer. Stick around for number 1, because it's a total game changer. Starting our list at number 26, can bees actually recognize your face? Did you know? Honeybees actually have the bizarre ability to count and recognize human faces with tiny, pixelated precision. These buzzing mathematicians use a specialized brain region to solve complex patterns, just like a high-speed facial recognition software. While you are scrolling, they are out there calculating vectors and identifying specific researchers by their facial features. It turns out bees might be better at remembering your face than your own co-workers are. Number 25. Did you know your nose is on a lifelong growth mission? Did you know? Your nose and ears never stop growing, even while the rest of you stays the same. Gravity is actually pulling your cartilage downward, slowly stretching these features as you age. Your ears are also incredibly active, continuing to process every sound in the room while you sleep. Meanwhile, your nose acts as a high-tech filter, trapping up to 99% of the bacteria you breathe in. Remarkably, your body produces nearly 2 quarts of mucus every single day just to keep those systems running. Coming in at 24, we revisit the terrifying time wolves invaded Paris. Did you know? In 1439, a literal army of man-eating wolves successfully invaded the city of Paris. A starving pack, led by a bobtailed wolf named Cortot, exploited breaches in the city's ancient stone walls. These bold predators bypassed livestock to hunt humans, claiming dozens of lives right in the city streets. Desperate Parisians eventually lured the pack into the heart of the city to corner them near Notre Dame. The terrifying siege ended when citizens stoned the wolves to death on the cathedral's very front steps. Number 23 introduces a frog that literally survived being frozen solid. Did you know? There is a creature that can survive being frozen solid and then come back to life. The wood frog can spend months as a literal block of ice with no heartbeat and no breathing. In winter, they pump their blood full of natural glucose, which acts like a high-tech antifreeze to keep their cells from shattering. Once spring arrives, their heart miraculously restarts, and they hop away like nothing ever happened. Scientists are now studying these frogs to revolutionize how we preserve human organs for life-saving transplants. At number 22, prepare to see why you're actually glowing right now. Did you know your body is actually glowing in the dark right now? While it is far too dim for your eyes to see, you are constantly emitting visible light. A Japanese study used ultra-sensitive cameras to prove that your face and body shimmer with a rhythmic biological glow. This light is produced by chemical reactions between free radicals and lipids, and it is brightest in the late afternoon. Essentially, you are a walking, talking bioluminescent organism that creates its own silent light show. Number 21. Your breath is revealing way more than you think. Did you know? Recent 2026 research reveals that your breath contains hidden chemical signatures that can diagnose gut disease. Scientists discovered that specific gases in your exhaled air act as a smell print for your internal health. It's like having a high-tech exhaust pipe that leaks secrets about your microbiome with every single word. New sensor technology can now detect these microscopic molecules to catch inflammation before you even feel a symptom. Your next checkup might literally just be a 5-second breathalyzer test for your entire digestive system. Moving to 20, how did Edgar Allan Poe predict a real murder? Did you know? In 1884, a shipwreck forced 3 sailors to eat their cabin boy, Richard Parker, to survive. 46 years before this tragedy, author Edgar Allan Poe wrote a novel featuring a cabin boy with the exact same name. In Poe's eerie story, the fictional Richard Parker is also cannibalized by his starving crewmates after a shipwreck. This means the real-life victim shared a name, a job, and a gruesome fate with a character created decades earlier. Recent research confirms this bone-chilling coincidence is one of the most statistically improbable overlaps between fiction and history. Number 19 dives deep to find the real prehistoric Kraken. Did you know, giant octopuses once grew 19 meters long and likely hunted mosasaurs like prehistoric krakens? These massive cephalopods were the size of a city bus and crushed armored reptiles with terrifying power. Imagine an underwater nightmare with 3 hearts and in clouds as big as a house. Recent fossil research confirms these ancient legends actually ruled the ocean with 8-armed chaos. At 18, we uncover the mystery of Egyptian mummies with gold tongues. Did you know? Archaeologists recently uncovered ancient mummies in Egypt with tongues made of solid gold. These 2,000-year-old spirits were given precious metal speech organs to help them convince gods to show mercy in the afterlife. Imagine the eerie silence of a tomb filled with golden-tongued corpses waiting to argue for their souls. Recent DNA studies on similar finds prove these elaborate rituals were a desperate response to a period of intense social instability. Number 17 explores the hilarious and petty psychology of malicious compliance. Did you know? Modern psychology defines a malicious compliance as a specific form of covert aggression used to sabotage unfair systems. Research shows that people are significantly more likely to engage in these vengeful behaviors when they feel their anonymity is protected online. Number 16. Imagine a 300-foot tornado made entirely of pure fire. Did you know that in 1923, a massive earthquake fire in Tokyo created a 300-foot tall tornado of pure flame? This terrifying phenomenon, known as a fire whirl, incinerated an area the size of a city park in mere minutes. It acted like a giant atmospheric vacuum cleaner, sucking. Coming in at 15, he actually won the Olympics on rat poison? Did you know? The 1904 Olympic marathon was so chaotic that the winner was fueled by literal rat poison. The race took place in suffocating heat on dusty roads, and only 14 out of 32 runners finished. One athlete was chased a mile off course by aggressive dogs, while another took a nap after eating rotten apples. To keep him going, trainers fed the champion a toxic cocktail of strychnine and brandy, nearly killing him. It remains the most bizarre event in sports history, proving that the first performance enhancers were actually deadly pesticides. Number 14 asks a wild question: can your body really boil water? Did you know your body produces enough heat in 30 minutes to boil a half-gallon of water? Every cell in your system is a tiny, roaring furnace constantly burning fuel to keep you alive. This thermal energy radiates outward through your skin, enough to cook a small pot of pasta. Your internal heat production is so powerful that it could easily warm a freezing room. Even while resting, you are essentially a walking, talking electric space heater. At 13, we look at why pigeons might be life-saving geniuses. Did you know? Pigeons are so visually sharp they can actually spot cancer in medical scans. While humans spend years in med school, these birds learn to distinguish healthy tissue from malignant tumors with nearly 90% accuracy. They don't just see shapes, they can even tell the difference between a Picasso and a Monet by recognizing artistic styles. Their tiny brains process complex information like high-tech scanners, matching the numerical abilities of many primates. The common street bird is secretly a master of art history and life-saving diagnostics. Number 12 reveals the truth behind a massive spider invasion that wasn't. Did you know? In 1930, a simple radio broadcast in the Ohio Valley caused a mass panic about a black widow invasion. Recent research confirms the fear wasn't caused by actual spiders, but by a psychological phenomenon called mass psychogenic illness. Terrified residents reported phantom bites and paralyzing symptoms that had no physical cause. The infestation spread through social suggestion faster than any biological virus ever could. Scientists proved that the human mind can literally manufacture physical wounds just by believing they exist. Number 11. Meet the mammal that has a very unusual biology. Did you know? Female spotted hyenas have a pseudopenis that is almost indistinguishable from a male's anatomy. This organ is actually an elongated clitoris that they use to urinate, mate, and even give birth. Because of this unique biology, females are larger and socially dominate every single male in the pack. New research shows that even the lowest-ranking female outranks the highest-ranking male in their strict hierarchy. It's the only mammal known to science that lacks an external vaginal opening. Cracking the top 10 at number 10, do cockroaches actually vote? Did you know? Cockroaches can make collective decisions using a democratic voting system. When searching for a new home, they don't just follow a single leader. Instead, they vote by gathering in groups until a specific number, a quorum, is reached. If enough individuals choose the same dark corner, the entire colony follows instantly. These insects use advanced group math to ensure their survival through social consensus. Number 9 takes us back to the 1952 White House UFO mystery. Did you know? In 1952, a massive, glowing object appeared on radar over the White House for 2 consecutive weekends. The signals were so solid that the Air Force scrambled fighter jets to intercept the unknown targets. Pilots reported seeing streaking lights that vanished instantly, moving faster than any known aircraft from that era. Government experts later blamed temperature inversions, claiming the radar simply bounced off pockets of warm, moist air. To this day, official records confirm these metallic-looking blips outran our fastest jets, yet remained completely silent. At number 8, we hear the secret behind Mexico's screaming mummies. Did you know? In the 1800s, hundreds of people were dug up from their graves in Mexico because of a burial tax. The region's dry, mineral-rich soil naturally mummified the bodies, preserving them in horrifyingly lifelike detail. When the storage facility opened, visitors were shocked to find the corpses frozen with their mouths wide open. Archaeologists and medical experts have long debated if these screaming mummies were accidentally buried alive during a cholera epidemic. Modern research suggests that screams are actually the result of jaw ligaments collapsing after death, leaving a permanent expression of terror. Number 7. The day London smelled so bad it changed the law. Did you know? In 1858, a heatwave in London turned the River Thames into a literal river of waste. The great stink was so foul that lawmakers soaked their curtains in chemicals to block the smell. Recent studies prove the city's population had doubled, overwhelming the sewers and dumping raw effluent into the water. Temperatures hit 36°C, baking the sewage on the riverbanks and creating a wall of nauseating, toxic air. The stench finally forced Parliament to build the massive, brick-lined sewer system still used by Londoners today. Coming in at 6, did you know trees actually hire tiny mercenaries? Did you know that some trees actually hire mercenary ants to perform petty revenge on their neighbors? When a rival plant touches its branches, the acacia tree signals ants to swarm and sting the intruder. These tiny bodyguards act like biological weed whackers, biting. Number 5 features a bug that chooses amputation just to survive. Did you know? There are tiny bugs called snow flies that literally amputate their own legs to survive the cold. A 2024 study proved these insects have internal heaters that ramp up their body temperature in freezing snow. To keep their core warm, they trigger a self-amputation mechanism, dropping their freezing limbs like a lizard drops its tail. It sounds like a glitch in the simulation, but it's a verified survival tactic to prevent their blood from turning into ice. Scientists confirmed these flies can lose half their legs and still keep their tiny heaters running. At number 4, learn your skin's secret hack for faster hair growth. Did you know? Your body has a secret hair growth backup plan triggered by cold. When you get goosebumps, tiny muscles contract, not just to warm you, but to wake up dormant hair follicles. Recent studies show these contractions act as a physical bridge between your nerves and stem cells. Under extreme cold, your nervous system sends a direct signal through these muscles to speed up hair production. Number 3. Scientists finally found the first ever prehistoric insect car wash. Did you know? There are tiny ants that run a professional car wash for massive harvester ants. In a bizarre 2026 discovery, scientists filmed small cone ants meticulously scrubbing the bodies of much larger species. These giant ants actually stand still and open their jaws to let the tiny cleaner scrub inside their mouths. It is the first ever case of interspecies grooming found in insects, essentially a tiny, 6-legged spa day in the dirt. While the big ants get a deep clean, the tiny ones get a free meal of microscopic debris and tasty leftovers. Runner-up at number 2, these ants were farming way before humans. Did you know? Leafcutter ants are the world's most advanced farmers, cultivating specialized fungal gardens for millions of years. These tiny workers don't just find food, they manage massive underground mushroom greenhouses with professional precision. They even apply weed killers by carrying antibiotic-producing bacteria on their bodies to protect their crops from pests. The complexity is staggering. Their ventilation systems keep the humidity perfect for their precious fungi to thrive. This sophisticated agricultural society was operating 50 million years before humans even planted their first seed. Finally, our number 1 spot, do cows really have their own Eureka moments? Did you know? Cows actually experience a Eureka moment when they solve a difficult puzzle. When these animals figure out a brain teaser, their heart rate spikes and they jump for joy. Researchers found that the challenge itself, not just a food reward, makes them genuinely excited. They aren't just grazing machines, they are curious thinkers who feel a rush of accomplishment. Cows can even develop best friends and become visibly stressed when their favorite companion is taken away. That wraps up our weekly countdown. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a discovery, and we'll see you next week for more.